Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to today's daily antidote of song. It is Wednesday, June 25, and we've got a bunch of folks popping in here to sing with us. Super glad that you are all here. We're going to just pause for a second. We've still got a lot of folks jumping in, so we're going to just go slow while we all sort of settle into place. And it's really nice to see you all here. Thanks for being with us. Today is day 1,907 consecutive days of singing here in the Daily Antidote of Song. We are so lucky to be here, be in community, to be able to look at each other and smile. And I would love to just suggest that we actually start today by everybody giving the best grin that you have at the camera. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much, everybody. We might need to do that again before we leave because folks are still dropping. Okay, folks are still coming. So let's say hello to everybody who's out there on YouTube today. Hello, folks on YouTube. We're glad you're here today. And hello, of course, to everybody in the room. In case anybody's new today, we're the Daily Antidote Song. We're one song every day at noon Eastern in this space at this time, but also always available afterwards online. So if you're not coming to us at the noon hour, you can still sing along with us in your own real time. And also want to say to anybody who has previously been watching us on Facebook, we have been announcing that our Facebook page was suspended for reasons that we still don't know or understand, and not having a Facebook page is making things very, very challenging since the majority of our attendees came in from Facebook. So please spread the word that we're still here and that we are working hard to hopefully get our Facebook page back. And also please spread the word that we're running up to the end of our fiscal year right now. And we could really, 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 really use donations right now to get us through the hump. So on June 30th, we will end this fiscal year. So we're really grateful to anybody who can put something in the hat right now. And all right, deep breath, everybody. Thank you, Rani. That was a beautiful deep breath. Filled me up. All right, let's say hi to Rani Arbo. She's coming in from Middletown, Connecticut. We're going to also say hi to the folks in the room. Give it up for Clelio, coming in from New Jersey. Third day on tech here in the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you, Clelio. Deborah in Kentucky, nice to see you. Susan in Cincinnati, Ohio. Sydney in San Francisco. Athena in Brooklyn, reminding me that it's day 1,907. Hoda in British Columbia. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. TJ coming in from Memphis, Tennessee. Marion in Brighton, UK. Trish in Victoria, British Columbia. Kim on Vancouver Island. Laris in the UK. Sue in Seattle. Kathy in Colorado. Lorna in Portland. I can't see if it's Maine or Oregon. Portland, Oregon, yeah, but I'm glad you're here. Raghunath, thank you for being with us today. I think you might be new to us in the room. We are very glad that you are here. Arlene in Berkeley, California. Linda coming in from California. Mabel and the Bears in Massachusetts. Anne coming in from Amherst, Massachusetts. Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Linda on Orcas Island. Kevin coming in from New Hampshire. Gary and Christy in Massachusetts. Aloysius in Mass. Caroline in DC. Kath Tyler, one of our song leaders, coming in from the UK. Nice to see you. Brennan, I think maybe also new to us today. Hi, Brennan. Ruth coming in from the UK. Anne in Maryland. And we've got some folks off video today. Kachina coming in from Vermont. Elizabeth in California, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Diane in Puerto Rico, Lynn in Connecticut, Olga, I think that is Massachusetts, Maxine and John in Cape Cod, and Fred coming in from Maryland. One more deep breath, everybody. Good thing I was raised in New Jersey, so I can speak that fast. All right, so I'm going to toss this over to the amazing Rani Arbo. She's been in the room with us a handful of times. I will say some of my very favorite song days she did. Her composition of Crossing the Bar, which is extremely beautiful. She did one of my favorites, the Julian of Norwich song in our room. We've been super lucky to be able to sing with Rani. She's a song leader. She's a band leader. She's a songwriter. She's of Daisy Mayhem and many other multitudes of things. And she's brought us really the just right song. Rani, I'm going to turn over to you. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome.
So good to be here, everybody. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. I love that you asked us to grin because it's really hard to stop once you start in this space. So I'm bringing you a song from Iris DeMent. I have to credit my bass player, Andrew Kinsey, for suggesting this song for me. He's somebody who always has the right pithy thing to say for any moment, and he did it in the version of suggesting this song. It's called Workin' on a World. It's by Iris DeMent, and we'll talk more about the song and about her later. But I'll start out with the chorus and hope you can sing along with me and figure it out, and then we'll give it a shot. So I'll sing the chorus and then we'll try it together. How's that go? Here we go. So here's the chorus. Now I'm working on a world I may never see. I'm joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. Should we try that all together? And then we'll sing the song. All right. I'm working on a world I may never see. Joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I think you can understand why I picked this song for now, right? Somehow she just does it. So let's try the whole thing, and then we'll talk about it, and then maybe we'll sing it again at the end. There's a lot of words here, but I think you're gonna hear this song and think, oh my goodness. She released this in 2023 on an album called Workin on the World that she started working on just after 2016. So there you go. I got so down in trouble, I nearly lost my head. I started waking every morning, filled with sadness, fear, and dread. The world I took for granted was crashing to the ground, and I realized I might not live long enough to ever see it turn around. Oh, but then I got to thinking of the ones who came before, of all the sacrifices that they made to open up so many doors I got to walk through, on streets paved for me by people who were working on a world they never got to see. Here we go. I'm working on a world I may never see. I'm joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I don't have all the answers to the troubles of the day, but neither did all our ancestors, and they persevered anyway. When I see a little baby reaching out his arms to me, I remember why I'm working on a world I may never see. Here we go. I'm working on a world I may never see. Joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up every morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I'm working on a world I may never see. Woo! Yeah, nice job, you guys. That sounded amazing from here. I could feel it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Ronnie. Yep, really exactly perfect song choice. And I can't tell you how many people have brought that song up to me recent times as being something that they're listening to over and over again. And like it's kind of, in a way, we don't even really need to have a discussion right now. We just need to read those verses and back and forth to each other and just call it like, because it just says it all, right?
Yeah.
Tell me some more. I know you picked it because I know you're feeling it too.
I am feeling it too, and it's actually there was this amazing moment a couple on June 14th. You know, I'm getting to the age when my friends, some of my friends, are becoming grandparents. I'm not there yet, but I was at the No Kings rally on the 14th in my own town. Shout out to the organizers. I'm feeling so much gratitude for organizers who make it so easy for us to show up for things right now. And I was there, you know, in a forest of people with signs, listening to Hugh Blumenfeld sing his incredible protest songs that he's written. And I got handed a 4-month-old baby by some friends of mine. It was their first grandchild, and I got to bounce this super cute 4-month-old baby. And it felt like such a relief, you know, to be there with people, with community, speaking out against all the injustice and harm that is like pouring out of this administration right now and around our world. And then holding this baby was so powerful. It just reminded me of this song. And I guess one of the things I love about Iris DeMent's songwriting is that she's really not afraid to write songs that are direct and simple and powerful. She's just unabashed about it. And when songs are that way, like they're a tool. They're a democratic tool that anyone can use. So and of course you guys do these kinds of songs every day on this program, because those are the songs we need and the songs we carry and the songs that no one can take away from us. And they're in the lineage of civil rights, African-American civil rights songs. They're in the lineage of union songs. But I love the idea of a song as a tool. And in this song, I love that she's talking about how, you know, we're the ones who are gathering and marching now, but everything we have is based on the folks that gathered and marched before us. And whether we like it or not, we're going to be passing that baton to these little babies and grandchildren that are coming after us, which is hard to think about. But change plays a long game, right? Good change plays a long game, and bad change plays a long game. And we're in the middle of a real kind of intertwining of both of those things. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Rani. Really so well said. So I love the line that says, it's a privilege that I'm working on a world, and it's a privilege that I get to work on that world, because it is, I mean, if you've got it in your system, that's basically what it is, right? We are feeling that every day. I saw a post online where somebody wrote that, I'm not going to use any names. It said somebody was going to look into who was funding all of these marches and all of these protests anyway. And then there was a space, and then the person posting it said, let me save you some trouble. We're doing it for free, which is really awesome, right? Because of course we're doing it for free, but then also you can contrast that to where we are right now, where we're in a society where it's so transactional that the notion that someone would be doing something like for free is almost like, right? So the idea that the notion that working on something that isn't going to immediately benefit you,
right,
seems out of sync, right? And so that's why, like, really taking that in, I have this privilege to work on this world for somebody else is like the heart of, I feel like, what we are really trying to say, right? And it's the extraction of all of these programs that actually don't benefit necessarily me directly, but I'm fighting for them for other people, right? So yeah, beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. So you said Iris DeMent writes a lot of songs like this. So I don't know actually a lot of her songs. Is she somebody you sing a lot?
A little bit. I haven't covered a lot of her tunes, but I like her tunes, and I like some of her famous tunes that have been covered a lot that folks might know would be like "Let the Mystery Be" or "Our Town." And I encourage you. She grew up Pentecostal. She's a country gospel singer. She is been a duet singer with John Prine and Greg Brown. She's married to Greg Brown and lots of other folks. And she has a very unusual, beautiful, you know, not top of the country, the pop country charts kind of a voice, but one of those voices that you just believe. And those voices are I find very powerful. I mean, everyone's voice is believable, but there's certain people who you just know they're coming from the heart. And so I love that about her. And I just want to say that about the privilege piece. I think one of the things that she's drawing from in this song also is this idea of mortality. And so the idea of privilege, the simple version of it is it's the privilege that we're here, that we're standing, that we're alive, that we're together, that we're in community and can stand together. But just to say, a lot of us have a lot of other privileges that we can bring to this fight, be it contributing money, contributing, privilege of being white, or privilege of being powerful in other ways in this culture. So I think that I love that she uses that. I love that she doesn't specify what that privilege is. I love that she grounds it in just being here in this mortality, kind of putting it in the context of working on a world that my ancestors passed down, that I'm going to pass down. But I think there's more in there that we all know, and that we all carry, and that we all can think about.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, Rani, the privilege of time also, right? Because if you're working 2 jobs to get through your life, you are not probably going to the marches with the same, so those of us who have the privilege of time can also be putting in some of that extra time that we're granted to be. Yep.
Yeah, and again, just like huge shout out to the organizers, because I had that same King's Day rally. No, King's Day, sorry. I spent the morning working on pulling invasive plants from a local water system on a kayak, and the kayak was there for me. The bucket was there for me. The rowboat was there to take the stuff away. Like the sound system was set up at the rally. Like the security was there. Like all those pieces, just like you do, to make the infrastructure to put these things in place so that we can gather and have our little moment of togetherness and courage making. It's an enormous amount of work, and I always feel kind of guilty that I'm not doing more of that, but just full of gratitude for the people that are making it possible for everyone else to show up.
Thank you, Rani. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm going to just go back to what you said about Iris DeMent being very frank and very direct. Also married to Greg Brown, whose music is also, and whose, personality from when I have seen him, very frank and very direct. So I'm thinking like the DeMent Brown household is, a lot of super direct, let's just talk about what's really going on here with this program. I mean, with this problem, with this issue, and what are we doing about it, right? So I feel like that's really beautiful that, they can both be bringing that out into the world. So we're going to get a link in the chat for Iris DeMent's website and also for Greg Brown's website, because if you don't know their music, you got to get in there and check that out. And Rani, is there anything else you feel like sharing or saying before we sing with you again?
I guess I would say this feels, even though I can't with my guitar skills completely deliver this, but it's a marching song. It feels like a marching song to me. And if you have a chance to listen to Iris's version of it, there's a drum set, there's a fantastic horn section, there are 7th chords that I'm not playing, all kinds of fun things that you're not hearing today. So I hope you go and listen to her version. On the album, it's called Working on the World. It is available all the places you can find those things. So yeah.
Thank you. It's also an incredible YouTube video.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Really beautiful. Yeah. Really beautiful. All right, Rani, how about let's sing again?
Let's do it again. Thank you, everybody. Okay, here we go. I got so down in trouble, I nearly lost my head. I started waking every morning, filled with sadness, fear, and dread. The world I took for granted was crashing to the ground, and I realized I might not live long enough to ever see it turn around. Oh, but then I got to thinking of the ones who came before, of all the sacrifices that they made to open up so many doors. The doors I got to walk through, on streets paved for me by people who were working on a world they never got to see. We're working on a world I may never see. I'm joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I don't have all the answers to the troubles of the day, but neither did all our ancestors, and they persevered anyway. When I see a little baby reaching out its arms to me. I remember why I'm working on a world I may never see. I'm working on a world I may never see. Joining forces with the warriors of love who came before and will follow you and me. I get up in the morning knowing I'm privileged just to be working on a world I may never see. I'm working on a world I may never see. Thank you all for singing. Woo, it's so nice to be with you all. I hope you stay cool, stay together, stay inspired.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Rani. Can we all please give it up for Rani Arbo? Amazing to have you in the room with us again, Rani. Always love when that happens. And I definitely want to do another shout out to go to our beautiful spreadsheet where we have cataloged every song we've ever sung. And click on the YouTube links to hear Rani's other songs. Rani, you came in with your Crossing the Bar with the whole Pinewoods Choir behind you, singing along with you. It was such a remarkable day. And I don't think anybody could sing too much the Julian of Norwich song. I mean, it just doesn't, that's such a soothing song. So please check out the other times that Rani's been with us, and please spread the word. We ask again, everybody spread the word that we're still here, daily antidoting away in this space, making each day better one song at a time. Even if Facebook has canceled our existence will not be canceled. And so, please get the word out there. And once again, June 30, deadline for our end of fiscal year. And it's a great time to donate because our challenge has gotten very big trying to communicate with the 2,500 people on Facebook we can't reach anymore. So we're shouting out a lot of pleading for donations right now. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. I know a lot of folks in this room and out there online have already donated, and we're really grateful. All right, one more deep breath, everybody. Everybody ready to get out there and work on the world? Yeah, all right. You brought that, Rani. All right, let's give it up one more time for Rani Arbo. Great to have you again with us, Rani.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
much. Thank you so much, everybody. Such a gift.
Hope to see you soon. So let's wave Rani out of the room. Thanks again for taking the time to sing with us today. We're going to say goodbye to everybody also out there on YouTube. And actually, I think today I'll remember to go ahead and tell everybody who's coming up for the rest of the week, because yesterday I did not remember that. So it's been a beautiful week. Lots of change makers in the room with us this whole week. And check out, please, Anais Azul, who came in from California on Monday and sang with us. Lexi Ugolo yesterday from Cambridge. Ronnie, amazing. Thank you again for today. Tomorrow we've got Cohen Braithwaite Kilcoyne coming in from the UK. Rick Polari coming in on Friday from Vermont. We've got Betsy Rose coming in on Saturday from the UK, and Tread Fury on Sunday, closing out the week. And again, just a whole lineup of change makers and people who are making a lot of good noise out there in the world, and a lot of big trouble and good trouble, big noise. So thank you so much, everybody. All right, let's say goodbye again to everybody in this room. So thanks again, and goodbye to Ronnie. Clelio, thank you so much for running tech for us out of New Jersey. Great to have you here. Susan in Cincinnati, Sydney in San Francisco, Athena in Brooklyn, Hoda in British Columbia, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, TJ in Memphis, Marion in Brighton, UK, Trish in Victoria, Laris in the UK, Sue in Seattle, and Kathy in Colorado, Lorna in Portland, Oregon. I think it says I can see, Kath coming in from the UK, Arlene in Berkeley, California, Mabel and the Bears coming in from Massachusetts, Anne in Amherst, Mass, Deborah in Kentucky, Pauline and William. Everybody wave to 100-year-old William. William, we love you. Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Linda in Orcas Island, Caroline in DC, Kim in Vancouver. We've got folks still joining in the room. I love that. Fred in Silver Spring, Maryland, Linda in California, Kevin in New Hampshire, Ann in Maryland, Kachina in Vermont, Elizabeth in California, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Diane in Puerto Rico, Lynn in Connecticut, Maxine and John in Cape Cod, Bob in Massachusetts, Gary and Christy, also Mass, Adele in Maryland, Aloysius in Mass, Harriet in Chicago. Thanks again so much, everybody, for being here today. If you're new, please stick around, and we look forward to talking with you. And everybody else, we'll see you all tomorrow right here on the Daily Antidote Song. Lots of love to everybody. Bye.